When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to spectacular Boca Raton, Florida, Flagler Credit Union Stadium, home to the Florida Atlantic Owls. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Temple Owls, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Florida Atlantic's offense will have first crack at this one. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And you had all day to stew on and get excited and dream about getting sacks, and it took no longer than the first play to get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This defense has been doing it all year long.
Now the play fake. Using the quick game. Tripped up for the tackle. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly. Takes it from the gun on third down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Takes it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So Temple's offense will get the ball for the first time. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the win.
Got enough space, and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Plows through the defense. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Let's talk for a second about Florida Atlantic. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. And the Owls in the hurry-up.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
The Owls line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Caught behind the line. It's Haynes. And he gets the first down, but, man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, this QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
Going for the big play. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll leave it with him. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Owls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Now adjusting. He'll get rid of it. Wide open downfield. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He'll pull it down. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit as he throws. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it down. Hold it.
There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. The snap sets up to throw. A strike downfield. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass on second down. He's got it and still on his feet. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. The receiver on a jet sweep. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, it's Temple with the lead here at the end of the quarter. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a second down. Running back searching for a hole. Not much there. They'll give him one to the 14. Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Temple will line up with a first and goal. He's looking to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you got to blow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. They've relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. Third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Owls! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Florida Atlantic races to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Snagged in the middle. It's Vincent. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but it makes life really easy on me on second down.
Got a man. It's Blue. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The Owls come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Under fire. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football game.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Making side adjustments here. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Bringing the heat. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Or did he find a hole in the defense? And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. He's got him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to put the field position with the return.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, make these interceptions, and then not only that, when you get the football, try to do something with it. Don't slide down. Don't take a knee. Try to bring that thing back to the house. You set your offense up for great field position.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
From inside his own 10, he's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Boca Raton. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
Florida Atlantic about to boot it away and get this second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up. There he goes! They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to...
Turns on the Jets. Touchdown, Owls. He got a step and just dusted the field.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Leaves it with the back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Caught in the backfield, it's Blue. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Third down coming up.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Pocket breaking down. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense...
Oh, he's got some space. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The give to the tailback. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Wants to fire on second down. Quickly to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the ball.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Got it in the middle, it's Hayes. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's going to take off. On the move at the 30. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in.
Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
To the air on second down. He's got it. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Handoff from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Off play action. Fires left. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they...
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls! With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single cover, double cover, triple covered. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida Atlantic has the ball back and will try to put together a drive. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Turning it on. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the 3rd. We've come to the end of the period, and Temple is holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
Ready, fight.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll give it to him again. Powers through the defender.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away.
There he goes! And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Temple lines up quickly.
First and goal, Temple.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Temple. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. To the air on first down. Under fire. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
finds a room to throw that one in there. You'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the
quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. He's got it. He's going to get loose. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week. And
headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Temple will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got the first down himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And they get to him, and down goes the quarterback, and you just cannot afford that in this spot.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch is called for. In the midst of all this rain, just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Smart move to keep it on the ground.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. And the offense comes up short on third down, but I'll tell you what, they still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
That's a first down for the offense.
They'll run it from the gun, and they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.